asked me, and I decided to make a detailed masterclass on how to make a clover like this. Naturally, I took larger beads to make it easier to show you. So sit back, let's get started. For this clover, of course, very beautiful crystal beads, 6-8 millimeters would be perfect. A 0.5 millimeter fishing line would work with them. Well, I took 10 millimeter beads in these two colors, but just so it'd be easy to show you, and larger beads video, of course, will look better. So I use 0.6 millimeter fishing line. This one is for the petals, and this one is for the center. So let's get started. So the first thing we need to make is this piece. We will need 4 of these. Okay, I've already made 3. Now we will make the fourth together. Let's take 4 beads. I took a little over a meter of fishing line, ironed it so it would be comfortable, and now I'm starting to work. I put 4 beads on the fishing line. I make a loop as best I can. If you're weaving with crystal beads, you might not be able to make a loop. You can, in principle, use a cross stitch. And so I lower everything down. I secure the knot here in the bead. Next, on the right fishing line, I put on 3 beads. If you can see something as you're doing this, listen to what I'm saying. And in principle, you can do it this way too. So I put 3 beads on the right fishing line. Make a loop. And that's it. Secure. Tighten. Put 3 beads back on the right fishing line. Make a loop. And tighten everything. This is what your product should look like. You see, this is the front side of our heart. We won't cut the fishing line, we'll immediately weave the other side. See where the fishing line comes out of? Right here, from this bead. Down and up like this. We put 3 beads on the top fishing line. Make a loop and secure it. Now we are weaving, as it were, the connection of our 2 hearts and the top of the second side. Next, look, we pass the bottom fishing line through this bead on the heart that we have. We pass the next one. Next one. Look, we have 2 beads on the fishing line. Here are 1 and 2. On the right one, look how my piece is turned. I put 2 beads on the right fishing line. 1, 2. I make a loop and secure everything. Next, we pass this lev naluka fishing line through the next bead. And put 2 on the right one. Loop and secure. We pass the left fishing line through this bead again along the piece from the left side and put nui on the right one. We will weave like this as around the entire perimeter until the row ends. Okay, secured. See how it's working out. There's a new heart at the back. Same old story. We thread the left fishing line around the perimeter of our finished heart. We put 2 beads on the right one. Again, the left fishing line. The next bead on the left side and on the right one. When we have an empty one, we put what we make a loop and secure everything. Again, we thread the left fishing line through the left bead. We put 2 beads on the right one. We make a loop in and secure it. So we have one last cross left. We thread this left fishing line as we did before through two beads, here on the left and here on the right. Like this. And the last thing, we put one bead on any fishing line, make a loop, secure it. As you can see, we made a connection like this, and all that remains is to fill this part. Look how my piece is laid out. The fishing line comes out from the bottom bead to the right and to the left. Now we'll pass these fishing lines through the top beads here. The right and left ones. Oops, it flew away. And we also put one bead on any fishing line. Make a loop and secure it. Next, with the right fishing line, we'll pass through these two beads, up and to the left. Up and to the left. Turn it over. And I also find it more convenient to use the right fishing line. I put on the last bead and secure it in the loop. That's it. As you can see, the middle is also closed. Next, we'll simply pass this fishing line up like this. And you can, in principle, hide it. If there's a small piece left, you can pass it up like this and make a loop. Shape fastening here too. We'll return the fishing line back. And now we have a loop here. We grab this end like this. Once again, we'll pass over the beads like this with this end and this one. And you can cut it. That's it. Our fishing line is secured. Let's make 4 of these. And now we'll make the middle with these accent purple beads. Now, how do we make the middle? I took a piece of fishing line that I had left, about 30 centimeters. Put on 4 beads of a different color. Make a loop and secure it. Make sure your beads and fishing line are strong enough to allow you to pass it through several times. So take one of our petals and push it through like this from top to bottom. See, it's already getting through a difficulty even here. Like this. And through the second one. So with the other end, we pass through the second one. Like this, also from top to bottom, or rather from bottom to top. Like this, like this. Our ends should look like this. See? The middle should be at the bottom, and the ends come out at the top. Put one bead on any fishing line and secure it. Like this. Next, put another bead on the right fishing line. Also, from bottom to the, pass through the third petal. Okay. No, you need to go from top to bottom. If we went from bottom to top here, the third petal needs to be from top to bottom so that our bead is here. And we do the same on the left side. We put on one bead and go from top to bottom through the central bead. Like this. We have 3 beads. Turn our piece over. And now we will fasten it in the central bead. Make a fastening. We pass the right fishing line. Return it back, right it to the same bead. See, we have created a loop. This end of the fishing line should go through this loop. Pull it up. That's how we fasten it. Next, we need to pass our fishing lines down like this again through these central ones and bring them out to the other side. We brought one fishing line out to this side. And we will bring the second one out. The second one is also passed through. That's it. We have pulled them out from this side. And we will have the last bead left. We make a loop and fasten it. That's it, everything is holding well. We will just hide the fishing line for now. You could, in principle, go over the purple beads here along the central ones. Like this. We'll go up here to strengthen it a little. Then we'll bring this fishing line out here. And in the central one, if your beads allow, you need to make another fastener. Direct row. Like this will return the fishing line to the same bead. I'm having a hard time, even with such large beads. So I think if you weave a cross stitch, it will, of course, fall apart a little at first, but eventually, the second time you go over it, it will strengthen. That's it, tightened, like this. And we'll go over it again like this, and tuck this fishing line into these neighboring beads. That's it, pulled out and secured. They won't go anywhere, you can cut them off. And that's the clover we've got. Again, I specifically chose beads of this size so it would be easy to show you. If you use 6mm, it will naturally be smaller in size. The crystal beads will shimmer beautifully. Go for it, you can do it too.